Good morning and thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 6 a.m. on this Wednesday. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
I'm Mike Hart. Glad you're here. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Elena Russ, get a look outside at exactly what we're facing this morning. It's obviously a healthy breakfast and not some stubborn ridge of high pressure.
It's both.
Let's just not talk about the other thing.
Let's just talk about
showing
that.
You pictures of breakfast. How good does that look? Some sort of yogurt bowl.
Are those?
You know, that's the first one I'm looking at for the last 2 days where I'm like,
I have no
like
idea what kind of berry
I don't
those
know,
are.
yeah.
I don't know if they're fresh
someone will call in.
cranberries.
We have so many farmers and ag people.
Yeah, true.
I do. I love the toasted sunflower granola, whatever that is. Looks so yummy. So anyway, I'm showing you pictures of breakfast because my roof camera isn't working on my weather system. But it's 52 right now, and if we could take a look at that roof camera really quickly, Casey, it's so beautiful and calm and quiet. You're going to see some high thin clouds coming through, but really I'm calling this sunny for the day ahead. And that's all because that high pressure is still dominating, leaving us stagnant and warm and dry out there. So coming back to our temperatures, you're going to see that climb to the 60s mid-morning, 70s for several hours, low 80s briefly this afternoon. As for our roadways, we've been talking about ramps that are closing, ramps that are reopening. One of those big ones, northbound 99 to eastbound 58. That big loop, they're going to transition traffic over to the new bridge, and then they're going to take down that old bridge. So construction continues there. You're not noticing much of a difference, but you will notice here, Rosedale Highway, that off-ramp from the northbound 99 is back open. Buck Owens on-ramp is back open as well, but the off-ramp is now closing.
All right, and taking a closer look at that off-ramp that has been shut down for nearly 2 months.
Yeah, that's finally changing today. Let's go to 23 ABC's Imani Stevens. She's live with details on how this is going for commuters so far.
That's right, 2 months of this project, and drivers are moving fairly smoothly because I'm sure they're happy that they don't have to exit on Buck Owens Boulevard anymore. They can take this off-ramp right off going northbound on the 99 right here on 24th Street. Get you right here to Rosedale Highway. So whether you're heading to downtown Bakersfield or you're going to head to northwest Bakersfield, you can just exit right here on 24th Street. So that makes the traffic, the commute a lot easier. And this area reopened around 5 a.m. this morning because that project it started in September. So 2 months going on along that. Now you don't have to worry about exiting on Buck Owens Boulevard. But Caltrans still wants to remind drivers that as you're driving throughout the city, because there are so many construction projects going on with the Bakersfield 99 rehab project, to drive slow and also to be mindful of other drivers as you're driving through those work zones. And you'll see those cones because it's important to just stay safe. But the northbound 99 off-ramp onto 24th Street has now been reopened. Live in the heart of Bakersfield, I'm Imani Stevens, 23 ABC, connecting you.
A vigil will be held today for the Bakersfield man that was shot multiple times by police just 5 years ago. On this day back in 2014, James Villegas, who also went by the name of James De La Rosa, was shot by BPD officers on Mount Vernon Avenue. His body was taken to Kern Medical Center, where reports say that his body was, quote, touched and tickled by a BPD officer who was later fired for his actions. According to family, those actions reopened old wounds, they said, stating at the time, quote, for us, it's like losing James all over again. The family will honor him tonight at 5 o'clock at Green Lawn Cemetery on River Boulevard. Then at 7 o'clock, the family says they will head to 178 and Mount Vernon, where they say James's life was unjustly taken from him.
Homelessness has been a topic of conversation for a number of months, and now the public has a chance to be a part of it. CSUB is holding its Homeless in Bakersfield, a community discussion event. University officials say it will bring 3 experts on the front line of the ongoing issue. Bakersfield Homeless Center Executive Director Lewis Gill, Sean Morrissey from the Union Station Homeless Services, and Dorothy Edwards from the Housing Works of California. It's happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. in the December reading room of the Walter Stern Library.
A local woman who received international recognition was celebrated by her peers for her success. Myra Villapando, manager of the McDonald's in Lamont, won the Ray Kroc Award. It's an accolade that recognizes the top-performing McDonald's restaurants managers worldwide. The Lamont manager represents the top 1% to receive this honor. A group of friends and co-workers did surprise her with a luncheon at the Bakersfield Ronald McDonald House yesterday. Where else? She said at the time, quote, "It feels great being selected among the best, and I'm happy to have McDonald's as an employer," unquote. Big congratulations to her. She'll receive her award next April at a big gala in Orlando.
Awesome. The second annual Music Under the Stars is taking place next weekend, and it's all supporting a local nonprofit.
That's right. 23 ABC's Daniela Garrido horsing around this morning, joining us live with more on how you can help their rescue mission. Daniela.
That's right. Here we have Adam this morning, and we are talking all about All Seated in a Barn's initiatives to help raise funds for these horses to be rescued. So we have Talia, and she's the director of All Seated in a Barn. Tell us a little bit about the different things you guys have going on.
Yeah, so we have a canned food drive coming up this weekend, raise non-perishable goods for the mission here in Bakersfield. Okay. And then next weekend we've got the music night. So we're going to have some live bands, and all the money goes to help us keep these guys healthy and find them homes.
And eating, because Adam seems really hungry this morning. So tell us a little bit about how people can participate and get involved.
Yeah, you can go online to our website. You can also go to eventbrite.com to get tickets to the music event. This weekend is actually free for the canned food drive, but it gives you a chance to come out and meet all these guys, feed them treats, and see what we're doing.
Great. Thank you so much, Talia. So, of course, we're going to have all the details to that on our website, turnto23.com. And if you guys want to get tickets, they're still available for next Saturday. But this Saturday, you can help donate some canned and non-perishable items to help out as well. So for now, we're live at All Seated in a Barn with Adam. I'm going to send it back to you guys. Daniela Garrido, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
Thanks, Daniela. Happening tomorrow, the remains of a late Marine will return home to Bakersfield to be buried near his family. United States Marine Private First Class Joseph Robert Livermore of Bakersfield will be flown to California. The young Marine was killed in combat in World War II and had been missing in action for 76 years. State Senate Republican leader Shannon Grove worked with various offices to ensure that the Marine will receive a hero's homecoming and be buried next to his mother at Union Cemetery in Bakersfield. A full day of events is scheduled, beginning with his arrival at 6:40 a.m. tomorrow at LAX. To follow his arrival, a procession led by the California Highway Patrol to the cemetery.
It was a bit of a spectacle for those traveling along roads in Southern California yesterday. If you were lucky, you caught a glimpse of this. Ooh, it's all covered. What is it? Well, it's an F-117 stealth fighter, of course. It is headed to the Antelope Valley, to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley. It went through the Antelope Valley. The F-117 Nighthawk, nicknamed Unexpected Guest, will join other aircraft that's on display at the Presidential Library, which also includes Air Force One. It will be placed outdoors near the library's F-14. A formal ribbon cutting is expected to take place next month. Kind of cool.
Venice residents and tourists waded through the flood waters that have taken over much of the lagoon city, the worst that they've seen there in 50 years. The popular tourist destination was struck by exceptionally high tide on Tuesday night. Let's take a look at some of that video. That tide peaking at 74 inches. That's according to a statement by Venice's government. The historic crypt of St. Mark's Basilica was inundated for just the 6th time in 1,200 years. It's the worst flooding Venice has seen since 1966, when the city was hit by tides up to 76 inches. An elderly man was killed on Tuesday night while he was trying to run electric pumps at his home on the island of Pellestrina. Local authorities in the Italian lagoon city called for a state of emergency to be imposed. Scary stuff.